Hindenburg Research launched a scathing attack on India's Securities and Exchange Board of India, or SEBI, and its chief, Madhabi Puri Buk. The controversy centered on the Adani Group, facing accusations of financial impropriety. Hindenburg alleged Buk and her husband had investments in an offshore fund linked to the Adani family. These accusations, supported by whistleblower documents, came after SEBI denied leniency towards Gautam Adani. Hindenburg's report in January 2023 accused the Adani Group of corporate fraud and stock manipulation. The Buks wasted no time in launching a vigorous defense against Hindenburg's accusations. They acknowledged a minor stake in the offshore fund, but vehemently denied any influence over its investment decisions. Crucially, they emphasized that the fund never invested in Adani securities, aiming to distance themselves from any perceived conflict of interest. Hindenburg, however, refused to back down. They countered by highlighting a seemingly innocuous detail. Buk's husband's childhood friend, an ex-Adani director, managed the fund in question. The back and forth between Hindenburg and the Buks became increasingly acrimonious, each side accusing the other of misrepresenting the facts. Hindenburg portrayed themselves as crusaders for transparency and accountability, determined to expose what they believed to be a deep-rooted system of favoritism and corruption. The Buks, meanwhile, maintained their innocence, accusing Hindenburg of engaging in a smear campaign to manipulate the market for their own financial gain. Hindenburg's campaign for transparency extended beyond the offshore fund. They raised concerns about the opaque nature of Buk's consulting firms, established during her time in Singapore. One firm, Agora Advisory Limited, India, still majority-owned by Buk, reportedly generated revenue while she oversaw Adani Group investigations. This revelation raised eyebrows, with critics questioning whether Buk's business dealings could influence her regulatory decisions. Adding fuel to the fire, Hindenburg alleged that Buk used personal email for business under her husband's name while a SEBI member. This accusation, if true, could be perceived as a breach of ethical conduct, further eroding public trust in SEBI's impartiality. In light of these allegations, Hindenburg issued a direct challenge to Buk publicly disclose her consulting clients and engagement details. They demanded a transparent investigation into these matters, arguing that the public had a right to know if there were any conflicts of interest that could compromise SEBI's integrity. Faced with mounting pressure and accusations from multiple fronts, SEBI found itself in the unenviable position of having to defend its every move. The regulator maintained that it had acted diligently and responsibly in its handling of the Adani-Hindenburg matter. SEBI pointed to the fact that it had completed 23 out of 24 investigations, with one nearing closure, as evidence of its commitment to upholding the law. However, critics remained unconvinced. They argued that SEBI's response had been sluggish and inadequate, failing to address the gravity of the allegations leveled against the Adani Group. Adding to the controversy, SEBI initiated proceedings against Hindenburg Research, accusing the firm of misleading disclosures to profit from short selling. By targeting Hindenburg, SEBI appeared to be shooting the messenger rather than addressing the message itself. As the Hindenburg-SEBI-Adani saga unfolded, one thing became abundantly clear: the need for a fair and impartial investigation was paramount. The allegations and counter-allegations had created a climate of suspicion and distrust, leaving investors and the public alike questioning the integrity of India's financial system. A truly independent investigation, free from any perception of bias or influence, was essential to uncover the truth behind Hindenburg's allegations. Such an investigation would need to examine all aspects of the affair, from the initial allegations of corporate fraud against the Adani Group to the claims of conflict of interest against SEBI and its chief. The pressure on them to conduct a thorough and impartial investigation would be immense, but the future of India's financial system depended on it. The world watched and waited, hoping that justice would prevail and that the truth, whatever it may be, would come to light. The Hindenburg-SEBI-Adani controversy marked a pivotal moment for India's financial system. It exposed vulnerabilities in the regulatory framework and highlighted the need for greater transparency and accountability. The controversy had the potential to erode investor confidence, both domestically and internationally. To restore confidence, decisive action was needed. The government had a crucial role in strengthening regulatory oversight and promoting corporate governance reforms. By addressing these issues, India could emerge with a stronger financial system, supporting continued economic growth.